In this video, I'm going to be showing you where this item is supposed to be living. So I'm going to be calling this the location layer, in which warehouse is the item living in. So if you go to the accounting tab here, you notice that in the item defaults table, we have this table here, which has default warehouse here. So default warehouse tells ERPNext where to pick this item by default. So it must not be this one, but this is what ERPNext is going to use as the default. But of course, in those transactions, for example, if you're doing a sales invoice or a delivery note, rather not a sales invoice, a delivery note, you can change the source warehouse for this item, but by default it is going to pick it from here. If you expand this, you're going to find much more, but we are going to be coming to this in later videos. Remember, here we are only focusing on the item. So if you want to change this, you can change it here. We have all the other warehouses. Of course, these are the ones that come with ERPNext. You will have created possibly more. So let me pick that and leave it there. The other thing that I would like to show you here is the reorder settings. So I'm going to go to inventory tab, and down here we have what we call auto reorder. You see that? And again there we have a table. So what does auto reorder do? Auto reorder helps you to it rather helps you to prevent stockouts. So let's say, for example, we said this one is in stores, right? So let's put this one here. We're going to look in that group, and you're going to focus on stores, and you're going to say that this item in the stores warehouse, we want to reorder when we have 20. So reorder level 20. This means that when the number of total axle bearings fall to 20, ERPNext is going to automatically notify us that we need to make a reorder. And then here we have the reorder quantity. This tells ERPNext how many it should reorder. Let's say 100. And then sorry for that. And then here we have material request type. Material request type is going to be, for example, allow me to close that so that we don't have that pop up again. Done. So this is going to be how do we make this order. So this, we have purchase, we have transfer, we have material issue, and we have manufacture. If you are a manufacturing plant, probably, and you manufacture this item, material axle, probably this is going to be manufactured. But let's say that this is an item that you buy, so, and this is your main warehouse, then this is going to be purchase. But again, this is, say this is an item that you buy, but this is a smaller warehouse. So the scenario here is that you have one big warehouse where you put all inventory when you buy, and then you spread, or rather you transfer the items to other smaller warehouses, and say that this is a smaller warehouse. Then possibly here the type is going to be transfer, right? So the user in this smaller warehouse is going to get notified when the bearings fall down to 20, and the system is going to recommend that they should get 100 through a material transfer. All right, if you have any questions there, please make sure you drop in the comment section. I am here to help you. So this is going to help you with a number of things. Number one, it's going to help you in planning. It is going to help you avoid lost sales, and it's going to help you do what can be referred to as smart purchasing. When we look at, for example, the business insights, we are going to have things like less emergency buying. Just imagine a situation where you've been told item ABC is out of stock, so you do an emergency buying there. You're not even going to be very careful with pricing because you don't want customers to get disappointed by stockouts. So probably you are going to spend more buying. All right, so less emergency buying. Number two, we're going to have happier customers. Customers get very disappointed and upset when they come all the way to your shop and then you do not have what they are looking for. So you are going to avoid that when you have these settings done. so that you don't have those stockouts. And number 3 is that you're going to have better cash management, what I just mentioned. Because I mean, when you can plan, you can always plan your stock, your cash better. Decide which where you want to take your cash. Let's save this item. Next, we are going to talk money, pricing and costing.